So many interruptions. Can't even talk right. Well, anyway, about the scary stories. Pretty freaky shit, and when you guard in the empty house, which reminds me, the Japanese used to tell, and they really cleaned it up fast, used to tell ghost stories basically as air conditioning because they didn't have any and it would chill the blood, and it actually works. Because I was watching a whole bunch of shit on Japanese ghost stories and urban legends, and just yesterday when I was listening to that podcast, I was fucking freezing. Because it does chill your blood. Am I supposed to go all the way back? Um. Yes, I am, apparently. Bloody hell. Bats. The only time bats and spiders in the actual game. Don't know why, right the hell there. And there's that bug. In the scene, the cutscene with Lewis and Leon. I guess they're just trying to show off the power of the engine. Which is now outdated. I guess all engines become outdated. Some of the Japanese urban legends. I get off topic a lot. Some of the Japanese urban legends were pretty freaky. Like the slit mouth woman. Supposedly based off real life. There's this bitch I'm subscribed to. It's like something begins with an I, which has a video on Japanese urban legends. We just type in Japanese urban legends. Am I supposed to backtrack all the way back? Yes, I am. Sad face. What is this, Metroid? I like Metroid. Maybe one day I'll actually do a Let's Play of Metroid Prime and Metroid Prime 2. Although there's just one really annoying part in Metroid Prime 2. You can actually, like, break the game, I do believe. If you fuck it up, you have to pretty much restart the fucking game. I had to take her to that house before I killed it. Clearly it was a threat. Okay, back to Japanese urban legends and the slit felt. Hey look, it's Leon's jacket. Slit mouth woman, supposedly in the 1980s? 1970s in Japan. That's when the urban legend. It actually began in feudal Japan with a samurai slashing his wife's face because she was Bane. And basically like, who will love you now? Anyway, the modern version has a woman having her face slashed by her husband as she's Bane. Leon's jacket. Yeah. If you notice, he doesn't dissolve. Yep. Now pick it up and bring it to Leon. Well, anyway. The modern story, she gets her face slashed, and, you know, I guess she becomes some demonic ghost, and she usually prowls around Japan at night in the dark. Obviously, like most ghost stories. Oh, now Leon comes through. And basically she'll walk up to you on a lonely night road. Lonely road at night, I should say.
Hay un rumor que hay un extranjero entre nosotros.
Nuestro jefe se dará. Si la plaga es mucho mejor que la nuestra.
Tienes razón, es un hombre.
Evidently they have some free will. They can crack jokes.
Nevertheless, you're an outsider. Just remember, if you become unpleasant to our eyes, you'll face severe consequences.
Ninja.
What? Same blood.
This would have made no sense if you didn't go back in there earlier. Yeah. Stomping on your fucking chest. Oh no, not like you can't shoot them. Tranquilizer dart. Look at that gun. It's like a BB gun. Keep your hands on the controller. Remember this part? The slab. Yeah. That slab is just enough to cover up. Why'd you drop the axe? That bit's a Japanese game, so there's upskirting. Don't really care for this music though, it's kind of repetitive. Like I was saying, okay, if you're wandering alone in a street in Japan and you run through this slit-mouthed woman, she'll appear to be a beautiful woman with a medical mask over her face, because that's a common practice in Japan if you have a cold to wear a medical mask. And she'll go up to you and ask you if she's pretty. The story, well, there's variations on the story. And if you say yes or no, she'll slit your mouth and kill you. Either with a pair of scissors or a scythe. If you give her a vague answer like unremarkable or am I pretty? Well, not really an answer, but give her a question or a vague answer, she'll be confused and you can run away. Also another version where I think if you told her she was pretty, she'd give you like a blood-soaked diamond and, you know, leave. Another urban legend in Japan. Go away, kid. Not go away, kid. Another urban legend in Japan. Also having to do with lonely streets and a evil woman. Apparently a schoolgirl was hit by a train and cut in half. Now she wanders around on her fucking elbows or hands. Called the teke teke, which is the noise she makes when she wanders around. And, you know, if she sees you, she'll cut you in half, pretty much. So she wanders around. She haunts Japan's schools and streets. And, you know, if you see a chick in a window late at night by herself, and you can't see her lower half, be cautious. Either she walks around on her... Damn it, dog. Come here, fatty. Either she walks around on her elbows and cuts you in half with a scythe, or walks around on her hands. I don't know how she carries a scythe. Walking around her elbows would just look ridiculous. Another urban legend, which is slightly more over here. Then a, you know, chick running around cut in half. It involves, you know, Japanese schools, which apparently you should avoid at all fucking costs, especially the bathrooms. Basically, it's a male ghost. Supposedly was a handsome schoolboy who had to wear a mask and don't know what happened to the fucker. And basically, if you're usually I think it's female bathrooms. So, you know, if you're a chick and you go in the bathroom and you're a disembodied voice or a man, like in a cape. Well, if a man came up to you in a cape, you'd freak the fuck out because there's a dude in there. Like I was saying, and you hear a voice ask you, do you want a blue cape or paper, or a red cape or paper? If you say red, he'll slash your back and decapitate you. If you say blue, he'll fucking drown your ass. If you say, you know, another color, white hands will come out and drag you to hell, apparently. Didn't know the Japanese believed in hell, but it's probably their version. And that's a bit more dire than being chopped in half. Barry, what do you want, you idiot? Dumb cat. And there's another funny part of the myth. Apparently if you say yellow, he'll dunk your head in the toilet. But maybe not drown you. So avoid Japanese schools and bathrooms. And if you're watching this and you're in Japan and you're gonna attend school, good luck! Oh, and about the mouth woman, supposedly it was based off real life. Supposedly there was a woman who was hit by a car in the 80s who was chasing kids and her mouth was slit. Supposedly this came from a Japanese, like, an ex-member of the police force who released this file. Some shit like that. Where the hell am I going? Rizzo, you asshat. Oh. See, another myth. There's lots of myths, because obviously it's, you know, Japan, they love ghost stories. And now I know why, because they use this air conditioning for centuries. Gotta go fight El Gigante. See, there's a lot of them, I heard. That's why they got so many horror games and stories. And see, what's another one? Mostly are old Japanese ghost stories. There's another. Yeah, you can jump up here. Another Japanese. There's only like 2 places you can do here. So, in case you're wondering about the spots with the barrels you couldn't get up to when you're playing through as Leon, now you can. You can also get up there, but no point showing up. Another one had to do with the. Apparently, when Japan, that long time ago, like centuries ago, Japanese were like uber fucking poor. Much like the Chinese, which is why they eat almost anything. Because, you know, they're poor as fuck. Anyway, like, if they couldn't feed like the elderly, they'd basically take you out in the woods and they would let you die, supposedly. There's an old woman spirit who's like a cannibal who will eat your ass. And you can't kill her, apparently, unless you pluck like a mountain flower or some really weird nondescript shit like that. If I'm even using that word right. Mostly the shit I heard was like ghost stories and
I forgot something. You guys go on ahead.
ancient stories from feudal Japan.
Hey, señorita. Got a light and some smokes to go with it to make my day?
Where's the sample?
Okay, we skipped the foreplay. As a matter of fact, I was just going to get it. Where's the love, baby?
Sounds like fun to me. Just hurry up.
Okay, lady. Where do you stand on all of this? Exactly what kind of group are you working for?
There are some things in the world better off not knowing. This is one of them.
Huh.
Fine. I can take a hint. I don't care who you are, as long as you get rid of that old man and his religious friends.
Good for you, Lewis. Yep. Oh wow, my accuracy is slightly better. Yeah.
Among all the people involved in this, Luis Serra has the least entanglements. He works for no organization, preferring to move on his own. I'm the one who told the organization of his importance. I did it because I like him. His history betrays an enthusiasm I once shared. It was a stroke of luck that I happened to intercept his email for help. It seems he can't trust the police, so he sent the email to an old friend from college. He must have thought his friend was still alive. At any rate, that's how I managed to find him. Apparently, he's been conducting his own investigation of the cult while doing research on Las Plagas. A brilliant scientist. He's accumulated a pile of data and pieced it all together. Must be why Sadler hired him. Too bad Sarah's snooping has aroused his suspicion. When I told him who I was, he practically begged to be taken into custody. He needed protection. He said, I have no love for Las Plagas or this stupid cult. I want out. I just want peace and quiet again. I ordered him to bring me a Master Plaga specimen, a sample for evidence. Looks like he's one of the few people whom Sadler actually trusts. Tracking him down and getting my hands on the sample shouldn't be difficult. I doubt the cult will take kindly to his escape, though. I'll have to guide this along if I want it to go smoothly.
His friend from college, pretty much, is... If you remember from Resident Evil 2, she was a girlfriend